This episode is brought to you by Netflix. Global superstar and comedy sensation Kevin Hart returns for his 5th Netflix special, Acting My Age.
I'm not the same man that I used to be. I go down the stairs sideways. Go ahead, you in a rush? Go around.
With a fresh perspective on life, family, and getting older.
Older you get, the less you can have. Is there sesame seeds on that bun? Get it out of here.
Kevin's bringing his signature high-energy humor and physical comedy in a true return to his stand-up origins. Watch Kevin Hart, Acting My Age, now streaming only on Netflix.
Meet the computer you can talk to. With Copilot on Windows, working, creating, and collaborating is as easy as talking. Got writer's block? Share your screen with Copilot Vision to help spark inspiration. And use Copilot Voice to have a conversation and brainstorm ideas. Or maybe you need some tech help. With Copilot Vision, Copilot sees what you see. Let Copilot talk you through step-by-step guidance so you can master new apps, games, and skills faster. Try now at windows.com/Copilot.
They fool me, we can't get fooled again.
In Dallas, Texas, 3 shots were fired at President Kennedy's motorcade in downtown Dallas.
December 7th, 1941, a date which will live in infamy.
Because people have got to know whether or not their president's a crook. Well, I'm not a crook. I've earned everything I've got.
If you don't like what we tell you to believe in, we'll kill you.
All right, kids, listen. Don't listen to this podcast.
Don't listen to this.
If you're not of age.
What's of age?
18.
16?
18. We're not in Atlanta.
Georgia is 16.
We're not in Atlanta. That's what I said. We're not in Atlanta. This is 18 and up. Look.
Atlanta.
We're a bunch of dudes, and we're going to say some really bad words.
Don't listen to this.
Can't wait till you listen.
Hey, guys. Welcome back to the Conspiracy Podcast.
Hello.
What's up?
You are here again with us.
Hope you had a good Thanksgiving, Black Friday, Cyber Monday. Hope you bought all the shit.
Yes.
And
you know, from my stores too.
Please drop a plug for you in the comments here.
Yeah. Hope you had a good Thanksgiving, though.
Yeah, seriously.
Yeah.
This is, yeah. I was gonna say,
we're trying to.
How was yours?
Yeah,
we're not gonna talk about that. It hasn't happened
yet. Before we start, because now we're heading into the holiday season, or I mean, we are in the holiday season.
Yeah,
but
it's begun.
The Christmas runway. But we're also about to do Pearl Harbor.
Yeah, but before that, like I mentioned in our Thanksgiving episode, I'm gonna start doing shout outs in the beginning, just because we want you guys to feel appreciated and loved. So there was a couple other new ones that I wanted to shout out real quick. Jordan Bamford, Chris Anderson, Jason
That sounds like the Wolf of Wall Street. What's that guy's name?
It's Jordan Belfort.
Oh,
yeah. And I think Jordan Bamford might be in England because it looks like he's paying in pounds. So
nice.
Fucking good on you, brother. Same thing with you, Jason. My
what
guy.
What if he's from Ohio and he's like, fuck it, I'm going to pay my pounds.
Yeah, he's like VPN. And then I also wanted to shout out some of our rich people because you're amazing. Gamer Dave, the original OG, triple OG. Loinitis, Ace the Boneless, Austin Berry, Brittany, and Chubbs.
Yeah.
Fucking fucker. But anyways, I will leave it at that, and we'll do more shout outs next episode.
Yeah, we appreciate you guys. You keep the show going. And there's also a lot of additional content that you get in Patreon. There's about 15 mini episodes that are Patreon only.
And we're doing more.
Yeah, and our New Year's resolution coming up is that you guys are going to get so many minis. It's going to be a constant thing. So super appreciate you guys. We are now going to tackle Pearl Harbor. This is the anniversary of Pearl Harbor from 1941.
Yeah, December 7th, baby.
December 7th, 1941. So it's the anniversary of Pearl Harbor. And before we jump into this, I really need to just say, none of this takes away from the people and the lives that were lost.
Oh, not at all. I mean,
right.
I just want to right out the gate.
Yeah,
right?
This is like a disclaimer. Disclaimer.
Yeah,
clarification.
This is not none of that. This was a major turning point in in American history. Over 2,000 people died that day, that morning. And I just don't want it to be that we're
in no way, shape, or form like
that's right,
shitting
talking
on,
bad about them, defaming them, their sacrifice.
Yes,
that's not what this
and
is.
sometimes people will go, "Oh, you're dishonoring them by questioning the storyline," and I don't actually agree with that. I don't feel I'm dishonoring them by making sure we know what happened. We did the series on Oklahoma City bombing, and we got a lot of people saying that it was just, they were just saying that questioning the narrative to them was disrespectful to the victims.
We also got that
bombing.
on the Vegas one.
Yeah, on the Vegas shooting. And it's like, no, actually, in my opinion, ensuring we know what happened and knowing that story and keeping the story alive
actually honors the victim.
There you go. And that's my opinion on it.
Yeah.
If you don't think so, then click off.
It's also
click
like
the off button.
If you can't, if you don't question the narrative, any narrative that you're given.
True.
Like it doesn't matter what side it's coming from, whose narrative it is. You should always be questioning.
Yeah.
Don't just accept something unless you actually believe it.
And we do a really extensive job compared to other conspiracy podcasts. If you guys listen to other conspiracy podcasts, we go over and above on making sure the history and the data is known.
Is as accurate as possible.
Yes, exactly. And we
then
even
you can make a decision for yourself.
Yeah, exactly. We did JFK, and we did 2.5 hours on the Warren Commission.
Yeah. Oh my.
Yeah.
Like leading up to it. It's we're trying to give the data and then go, is there more to this story?
Yeah, like we didn't give you any conspiracies for 4 hours.
Yes, exactly. Exactly. So
you get no conspiracy.
I just wanted to say that, like, this is not, anyways, and obviously this is a half comedy, half conspiracy, kind of scenario. So this is no way, shape, or form having any disrespect to those people who lost their lives that day.
Yeah.
Yes, and just so you guys know, I come from literally almost my mom's entire family are service members. So it's like, I respect the military to the utmost degree.
There you go.
I have so many military family members. It's like obnoxious.
Yeah,
like they're all. It's like almost my entire mom's side of family is in the military.
And this one's long overdue because it's part of our intro.
It's part of our intro. It's part of oh man.
Well, it's also like you were saying on another episode. It's like one of the pillars.
It's the pillars.
That's
right.
So I'm excited about this one.
Yeah, that's right. So as we do on this show, I thought it was necessary to go a little bit further back and
what's leading up to the event.
Yes, and also get a little bit more of a mindset of Japan.
Exactly.
As opposed to a lot of history in World War II is just
all about the
focused
Germans.
on about Nazis and about the Germans and and that whole thing. And I was like, okay, well, let's maybe go what led up to the attack.
Okay.
Yeah, I think that's the same thing to do in order to formulate your opinions.
Yeah. So let's go back.
Let's take a trip down memory lane, boys.
Back. Coming up on almost 80 years.
Wow.
Coming up on almost 80 years. Okay, so during the 1930s, Japan embarked on a campaign of expansion in East Asia, invading Manchuria in 1931 and launching a full-scale war against China in 1937. These aggressive moves alarmed the United States, which had economic and political interests in the Pacific. So basically what I'm going to do over the next couple minutes is go over, like, why was Japan in this?
Yeah, how did they get in the axis of evil?
Like, if you go up to somebody on the street and you go, hey, why was Japan in the war?
They're like, no idea.
Nobody can tell you. Yeah.
0%.
Yeah.
No
Nazis, sure.
Yeah, got it.
They wanted to just rule the world and get rid of the Jews. And, everybody can, like, answer that. But why Japan?
Why was Japan?
Yeah, why were they part of this? Anyways, so they invaded China in 37. And just so you know, World War II started in 39.
Okay.
Okay. So this is
right in the juice.
Yeah. Yet the U.S. public and Congress remained largely isolationist, meaning they were like neutral.
It's not happening with us, so fuck it.
Yes.
Okay, yeah.
This is just an economic
not like
situation.
2025 where it's
Yes.
like we got to be involved in everything.
At that time, the U.S. wanted to stay out of foreign wars.
Oh, weird. What a weird concept.
There's a concept.
I don't understand this at all. This doesn't make any sense to me.
Through the late 30s, the U.S. passed something called the Neutrality Act, which basically forced us to avoid entanglement in anything overseas.
Wow. So did they like repeal that shit? Because like we're like all about it now.
Yeah.
They did on December 7th.
Oh.
Okay.
Yeah, anyways, we'll get to that. So this act made it so that we could not do anything other than support, maybe through selling arms,
Like selling goods, but you can't have like boots on the ground.
Yes, there you go. President Franklin Roosevelt, however, grew increasingly concerned about these powers known as the Axis: Germany, Italy, and then Japan.
Okay.
By 1940, although officially neutral, the U.S. literally was edging toward an assertive stance by supplying Britain with arms and aid under programs called Lend-Lease programs. Basically, you would give them 1 billion tanks,
Yeah, and you're like,
with the promise that they would pay it back after the war.
yeah, it was like Fantastic Sam's.
Yeah.
It's like put on layaway, and then just pay us at the end.
So, if you wanted to know why did Japan enter World War II, this is why. They believed that aggressive expansion was the only way to secure natural resources and a strategic security because they were
They're an island nation. Yeah, they're like all their only resources they have are like fishing.
That's right.
They don't have any like it's not like
Everything was imported.
yeah, like they have to import all their metals and all their like minerals and all this like shit. Like,
So for whatever reason, whether it's egotistical or this desire to expand, they thought the only way was by conquering.
yeah, and that's also like I think at this time I'm not sure if Japan was still like an imperial, like they're run by like an emperor. Now they still do have like an emperor, but it's almost like
prime minister and
it's like England. How England is still a monarchy, but like the monarchy has very limited power, and like Parliament makes the rules.
Yeah.
So the same thing is nowadays in Japan. Like they still have an emperor, but he doesn't really do shit.
So, and then don't forget, they invaded China in 1937.
Got it.
Right.
So they literally
Let's invade
already.
Let's
they
invade
were at war.
the largest
before-
country on earth.
They were at war before World War II. Yeah. And they were trying to build an empire in East Asia, but U.S. and European embargoes, so basically block trading, where they wouldn't allow oil to be transferred from
those
other
countries,
countries. Yeah, so they would basically block it, and then they're screwed. And the American oil and scrap metal embargo in 1941 threatened to literally ruin their country.
Yeah, you're like,
that was a massive move by the U.S.
Welcome to being fucked.
Yes. They just said, no more oil.
Have fun surviving.
Game over.
Bye.
Yeah. And because they were an island nation,
What are you gonna do?
their
Just
country would...
Their
Yeah.
actions.
they're
It's
screwed.
just saying. It's
Yes.
like
So they were faced with the choice of backing down by withdrawing from China or seizing resource-rich territories such as the Dutch East Indies. But that was their choice, essentially.
Okay.
Islands down south. So they knew that this would almost certainly bring them into conflict with the United States. Meanwhile, Japan decided to ally itself with Nazi Germany, and its continued military campaigns in China set it on a collision course with America. In mid-1941, Japan occupied French Indochina, seeking resources for its war effort. In response, the U.S. took a hard line, and in July of 1941, when the rest of the world was at war, it already had started.
Oh, it's yeah.
But the U.S. was like, no, we're not part of it.
We're not. Yeah, we're
Yeah. In July of 1941, Roosevelt froze Japanese assets in America.
Oh shit!
Wow.
Just anybody who was Japanese,
shit.
frozen. And there was an embargo cutting off oil. This was a devastating blow to resource-poor Japan, which relied on U.S. oil for its navy and its industry. Negotiations dragged on through 1941. They even came over. We went over. We thought it was peaceful.
Yeah.
We thought it was going to resolve, actually.
Yeah, they're like, we got your bros are coming. We're sending our bros.
The negotiations dragged out through 1941, but neither side budged. The U.S. demanded Japan withdraw from China, and Japan said that was unacceptable. By autumn of 1941, Japan faced a dire choice. Retreat from its imperial ambitions, its entire game plan.
Yeah, like the whole purpose.
Or secure new sources of oil and raw materials by force.
Oh, shit.
The Japanese military, led by planners like Admiral Yamamoto, secretly began preparing for war.
Sorry, doesn't that guy sound like Admiral Yamamoto?
Yeah.
Holy shit.
Yeah.
If I named my fucking firstborn
The whole
son
story
that-
reminds me of like
Admiral
The Last
Yamamoto.
Samurai for some reason.
Yeah, I love that movie.
Oh,
It's
it's
so good.
The Japanese, they set their sights on the oil-rich Dutch in East Indies. But they knew that U.S. intervention would inevitably lead if they struck the South
Yeah,
Islands.
there'd be more conflict from that.
Thus, the Japanese decided to conceive a bold plan to launch a preemptive attack to cripple the U.S. Pacific Fleet.
Oh, so they couldn't come fuck him over later?
That's right.
It's such a stupid idea. It's like the worst idea ever. Guess what, boys? Here's what we're going to do.
It's so ballsy.
Hear me
It's
out.
so ballsy and bold because... So here's what they decided is they decided on Pearl Harbor, Hawaii. And here's what's crazy is if you look at a map, it is so far away.
Yeah.
That's why it's a surprise, is because nobody would think
You're
that
going to
they
fly
would take their
9,000
Yes.
miles.
Extremely far. And anyways, so their plan, though, was to knock out the American fleet, or at least a majority of it, and hope to neutralize them in the Pacific long enough for them to take over Southeast Asia.
Get all the resources they need. Yeah.
And get a stronghold on the islands, right? And then...
You're in a defensible position
yes,
now. It's
and
like,
now
yeah.
you can, fight the war. Anyways.
But you're literally at that point, you're committing to war.
Yeah.
Like, you're like, America's going to go to war with us.
At the time, Japanese strategists believed Americans would be shocked by such a heavy blow. They might lose heart and accept some sort of peace negotiations, allowing Japan to do what they want in Asia, but no longer fight them.
Yeah, see, unfortunately for Japan, we are not an island nation.
That's where you fucked up.
Yeah, they found out.
Yeah, fuck around and find out.
Throughout 1941, U.S. and Japan relations worsened. American intelligence caught wind of Japanese military prep, but crucial details were missing. U.S. code breakers had managed to crack Japan's top diplomatic code, codenamed Purple, allowing Washington to read the secret messages between Tokyo.
Oh, shit.
These intercepts revealed that Japan was likely to break off negotiations and possibly strike somewhere. For example, on November 25th, 1941, U.S. Secretary of War Henry Stimson noted in his diary that President Roosevelt said an attack by Japan could come at any time. They
knew.
I even wrote in my diary.
And that's November 25th.
Oh my, so that's like, shit should have been on like...
It's pretty, I mean, it's
shit should have been
evidence.
on like red alert. Like you should have been like a fucking red alert.
And this is not like it was just like the receptionist took a note down.
No, it's like
this is the Secretary of War.
Like it's not like the receptionist took a note on a post-it. It's like on her desk.
Yeah, we got another tip in.
Transatlantic. I love it. Got another tip.
Should we pass it up the line? I don't know.
I'll send it to the general later.
There we go.
It never stops. It's forever. Another 2 hours of this. Like, nah.
Goddamn Japs. It's goddamn Japs. Japs everywhere. By the way, I was talking to somebody the other day. And I was like, can I say that?
Japs?
Yeah.
It's the one.
I mean,
it's the one ethnicity we don't have.
No, but the thing is, like,
to say it correctly,
to get away with it.
Yeah, can I say it?
Yes. You
No.
can't. No, dude. Because
Now?
No, listen.
I'm at a bar. No, I'm in a restaurant. No,
And
I'm
you
in a
just-
grocery store.
You're like, what's up, Japs?
No.
Yeah, no, you can't.
No.
Why not?
Okay, here's
No, because like
here's what I
if you
decided.
say it in a derogatory manner, like you fucking like sure, yeah, but like it's literally you're like, oh, you're Japanese. Let me shorten it and just put an S on the end.
Yeah.
It's not like it's not a
So
It has a
Jorge
negative.
Yeah, Jorge
connotation
walks
to
by
it.
and goes, "Man, look at this whitey.
Right. You're white. It's true.
I'm white,
But
white.
no, but
it
that's
comes
not,
off
that's not
wrong.
your no. Okay,
It comes off like
that does come off wrong, but
negative,
he's not like
racist.
Yeah.
no. But if he
whatever.
was like with the Americans, were like, look at these Merkins, or like it's because you're
It's the shortening
it's
of
the
the word.
shortening of
Yeah.
Japanese.
I get what you're saying. I did come to a conclusion though. You ready? I believe if you were in the war, you can say it.
yeah.
Just like if you're in Vietnam, you can call them gooks. It's like, you call the
basically.
Vietnamese gooks all you
I
want.
mean, I'm gonna just give the like if you was like a Pearl
No, but
Harbor
you
veteran,
earned it.
I'm gonna be like, you could say it.
No, but like
I
imagine
can't
it's
say
like
it,
it's
though.
not like you made a derogatory word. Like I said, the gooks, like that's a derogatory word made up for the Vietnamese
Totally,
people.
yeah.
It's not
Yeah,
you're
but that's
calling
the same-
like,
that's
it's not
the
you're
same
calling,
idea
hey,
with
it's the-
chaps.
It's the
Or-
Viets. It's the
The
Viets.
Japs is too, right?
Yeah.
But how
Yeah,
is
I
that?
think so.
You didn't make
I
it
think
up.
so.
You just shortened the fucking word. It's easier to say.
But it was used in the same way that Gooks was.
Goddamn. See? No, we're gonna edit that. I can't say that.
No.
I can't say that.
I love
Right?
the Japanese people.
I know.
Oh, me
No,
too.
I
I
know.
love.
I
I
have
mean,
a
that's
Japanese sleeve. Like
true.
literally, I'm obsessed with the Japanese culture. I love it.
Yeah.
Whatever.
Any Japanese listeners? Maybe
yeah.
chime in.
It's worth clarifying. We
yeah.
love the Japs.
Yeah.
yeah, we did. Dude, it's not bad.
That is so
It's not-
bad.
if you
I
say
felt like
I
it was
love the
bad.
I'm just
Japs, it's
saying.
not bad. I love the Japs. I have a fucking samurai on my arm, and they tell me I don't love the
think we can
Japs.
say-
I
Japs,
love
Japs, Japs.
the Last Samurai movie, okay?
I love Tom Cruise and Last Samurai. Not the Japanese. Not even the Japanese.
Not even the samurai. Just I love Tom
Just
Cruise.
Honestly, I think what we're gonna do is do a survey in our Discord, and then we'll edit it if we can't say it.
We can say
we can say
Japs,
it. Yeah.
dude.
All right, good. Yeah.
Well,
all right.
did we have a First Amendment right? Say whatever the fuck we want. Welcome to America, baby.
Well, we can get canceled too.
We
I
can
mean, were
get
they going to cancel us for
unsubscribed.
saying Japs?
No, we're gonna get maybe
No,
some
we're gonna be fine.
unsubscribes,
Yeah.
but that's about it.
Whatever. I don't.
Man,
if-
this
if-
turned dark. all
no,
of a
but if
sudden.
it can't take that, I don't
I
want.
know.
Don't listen. Don't
Yeah.
listen to this.
Yeah.
I gave you
we're
a
actually
disclaimer.
we're actually just asking.
I don't know.
Yeah, we're not
We're-
really.
we're not even,
I mean,
like,
we're not being.
derogatory.
I'm not
we're
even,
not
like-
trying to
yeah.
be rude. We're not trying to be.
I'm not even,
like,
actually don't know the
racist or-
answer.
I'm not even repping for it too. I'm not even like saying like pushing. I'm just saying it. I don't think it's bad.
Yeah.
because
Remember-
it's just like short for Japanese.
Japanese.
Remember
like,
that
yeah.
idea I had that you didn't like?
Which one?
We do episodes where, like, okay, Sean and I get
Oh.
to ask Jorge whatever we want about what we can say about a Mexican.
Oh,
Yeah.
no, and I was
Yeah,
like,
and
definitely
then-
not. I was like
Yeah,
100%.
exactly.
I was
No,
like,
we
took the
can't.
literally
And then
worst
Not a good
idea
idea.
ever.
We have 3 episodes.
Literally the single worst idea you've ever had.
We're gonna end up in a fight, and one of those episodes.
It's either a fight or it's like, yeah. So the podcast is disbanded. There's no more conspiracy podcast.
It's a data exploratory.
No, dude, we're gonna lose all followers.
Eric wants the excuse to like
No,
be
what? No.
slurring to us.
What?
He's slurry. He's like, so if I say beep,
I mean, I'm just asking. It's a podcast.
it's a question.
It's just for the podcast.
It's just data exploration.
Eric's like racism behind data exploration. He's like, I've always wanted to say this. Like, do you dislike wetback or that's better? What is the worst? What is it you dislike the most?
Yeah.
He goes down like
Exploratory.
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 I'm taking notes.
Anyways.
Like we have amnesty. All right.
It's like for 30 minutes,
Yeah.
you are free.
Okay.
So where are we? History.
So this is the diary, right? Remember?
Okay, yeah.
So,
Oh, yeah.
Yes.
Secretary of War wrote in his diary that an attack by Japan could come at any time. And they then discussed how to maneuver them into position of firing the first shot without allowing too much danger to ourselves.
Okay.
Washington sent out general war warnings to U.S. commanders in the Pacific in late November. However, The warnings did not specify where the attack would occur or even might occur.
Just that there could be an attack.
Yes.
At some place.
Somewhere
on Earth.
in the world.
Okay.
Many expected any Japanese aggression would target British or Dutch colonies on the islands or perhaps U.S. territories like the Philippines. But nobody thought the distant Hawaiian Islands. In fact, Pearl Harbor was over 4,000 miles away. Considered too remote for any sort of major strike.
I mean, that's very far.
Very far.
That's very far.
Yeah. At Pearl Harbor itself, U.S. forces were on a peacetime footing despite these underlying tensions. Admiral Husband Kimmel, he commanded the Pacific Fleet.
His name is Husband?
Yeah. It's actually a dope name.
Husband
Kimmel.
What's up, Husband?
Yeah.
Husband Kimmel.
And Lieutenant General Walter Short headed the Army's Hawaiian Department. They were aware of the risk of war, but they had not been informed that Japan's carrier fleet had disappeared.
Where is it?
In November.
Yeah, they didn't have like drones back then.
Yeah, in November, Japan's carrier fleet disappeared. In fact, 6 Japanese aircraft carriers under Admiral Nagumo had secretly set sail from northern Japan on November 26 en route to a launch point northwest of Hawaii. Kimmel and Short did take some precautions, but mostly against sabotage rather than full-scale attack. Yes. For example, General Short, worried about local spies, had ordered all Army aircraft parked wingtip to wingtip in the open so they could be guarded more easily against saboteurs.
But see, that's a little
And
scary.
it's backwards because...
And you're like, put everything on display.
Yes.
Like, make it easy to blow it up.
And wingtip to wingtip is their like domino.
It's also
a chain reaction.
It's a chain reaction, and you can't get them out easily. Even if you're trying to mobilize, it's so much more difficult.
Yeah.
So that's where we'll get into it later, but that's super sus.
Yeah.
So depending on how you look at it, it made them perfect targets for an air raid.
Yeah, literally, it's like, let's just put it all in a big pile.
Yeah.
And you just fucking hit it one time.
Anti-aircraft guns were unmanned.
Sick.
Ammunition was locked up.
So they weren't even loaded?
Wow.
No.
What?
They weren't loaded. They were
Why
like
have
locked
a
in. So like imagine you have a gun and then, a couple hundred yards away is a lock shed and it's locked with the ammo. And it's
That
just
is-
locked up.
I'm sorry, like even
They're just not prepped.
even
That's
in
so
like
dumb.
non-war times, like it's like terrible.
Yeah.
That's what? It's like having like police officers like, okay, cool. You just don't have your guns with you, but come back to the station. If something happens, then you can get it.
It does seem weird because the whole world is at war.
Literally. It's an actual
Actual
world war.
Not to mention, you got the tip, and you got you got some information.
And
that
you're on a war. You're on what they call it, a war alert.
right.
Yeah.
You're on a war alert, and you're like, lock up the ammo, boys. Like,
Yeah.
the fuck?
So I don't know. I mean, we'll take that.
Yeah, we'll
take
take that up.
But
Sketch.
Yeah.
it might be negligence
I mean, we can't just
or
like
just like
everything
laziness.
can't be negligence.
Everything's either negligent
got a war alert.
or national security.
I mean, it's got a legit war alert.
Yeah.
Yeah.
At least like let the boys have the ammo.
Yeah.
Like fuck.
There were also none of the torpedo nets were out.
Oh my god.
This,
So they would
this
bet-
is the opposite of alert.
This is like no war's happening. We're at peace.
But at the time, U.S. commanders simply did not anticipate the attack that was coming because they thought Hawaii was 4,000 miles away from any.
No, but like wasn't at the wasn't
That's
that
so far.
wasn't
Yeah,
at the
yeah.
time like wasn't the biggest fear at this time like the U-boats?
Yes.
Like keep the torpedo nets here. What
Yeah.
are the U-boats? They're fucking everything. They could be anywhere.
Yeah.
Everyone was terrified of the U-boats.
Yeah. A sense of routine still hung in the air in Hawaii as November turned to December 1941. Sunday, December 7th, 1941, began like any other peaceful tropical Sunday in Oahu. This is the best stationed, like station that you can get.
Oh yeah, because you're like it's the.
So just
What do you mean by
imagine.
best?
No, I mean like
But-
you're in
okay, so-
Hawaii.
Oh, okay.
Nothing's
so you're an
happening. It's
American.
fucking easy breezy.
Let's just say
Yeah.
you're a teen. You're like 25.
Right.
Not even. You're like 22.
Yeah.
In Texas, whatever, right? of all the places to get stationed during this time,
Hawaii. Hell yeah.
Hawaii.
You're in Oahu.
Yeah. Otherwise, what do you get? Normandy?
Yeah.
This holiday, give the gift that says, let's cancel plans and just lounge. MeUndies has dropped their new holiday collection, and it's made for maximum cozy. We're talking soft as snow, ultramodal fabric, festive prints, and loungewear so comfy, your couch might get jealous. Onesies, hoodies, joggers, even delightfully quirky holiday designs. You're welcome. Knock out all your holiday gifting needs with deals up to 60% off at MeUndies.com/Spotify. Enter promo code Spotify. That's MeUndies.com/Spotify, code Spotify.
Adobe Acrobat Studio, so brand new. Show me all the things PDFs can do. Do your work with ease and speed. PDF Spaces is all you need. Do hours of research in an instant with key insights from an AI assistant. Pick a template with a click. Now your prezzo looks super slick. Close that deal? Yeah, you won. Do that, doing that, did that, done. Now you can do that with Acrobat. Now you can do that with the all-new Acrobat. It's time to do your best work with the all-new Adobe Acrobat Studio.
Africa?
You're like, no.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
You're at a fucking.
Oh, yeah.
You're at like a luau. They're cooking a whole pig.
Yeah.
Like, oh my
You're
God.
4,000 miles
Fucking
away from
tropical,
any danger.
breezy. Fucking,
This is the best
This probably
assignment.
just drunk on post. Like, don't even care.
The best
like,
assignment.
Literally
Yeah.
don't care.
So that Sunday, many sailors and soldiers were still in their bunks or enjoying their weekend leisure.
AKA hungover.
Yes.
Literally fucking
There's actually stories of they had a major party the night before.
Yeah.
And some of the people came out still in they had a formal party.
Oh, I thought it was going to be like their Tommy Bahama fucking shirts.
And some of them were like in their tuxes.
Oh, shit.
And like just rolled out of
dragging
bed.
ass.
And yeah. And the sky was beginning to glow with the light of dawn as the clock approached 7. The harbor was crowded with U.S. Navy ships, including 8 prized battleships moored in neat rows along what's called Battleship Row.
Yeah, fancy that.
And they were all
like in a row.
Real kind of
lined
basically just tied together.
Real easy.
Yeah. American flags fluttered lazily in the morning breeze, and the aroma of breakfast drifted from the mess halls. No one imagined that in a matter of minutes, the world would erupt into war. Yet, just beyond the horizon to the north, formidable enemy force was closing in. And at approximately 6 a.m. on December 7th, Japan's strike force had reached its launch position about 230 miles north of Oahu. From the decks of 6 aircraft carriers, they launched the first wave of attacks. 183 aircraft consisting of torpedo bombers, high-level bombers, dive bombers, and fighter escorts. Veteran Japanese pilots had trained intensively for this moment, practicing in secret to hit moving ships and specific targets. They came in 2 waves that morning. They even trained because, so what's interesting about the Hawaii or Pearl Harbor was that it was this massive harbor, but it was super shallow.
Oh, yeah. That's what you couldn't, they were, yeah.
So the bombs that they were dropping, they literally would dive too deep. So they put on these wooden
like prop
things,
yeah, prop propellers
that made it so they would
hit the water and they would coast up.
Yeah. There you go. Yeah, and so
like the wooden thing like makes them float a little bit so that it
and
doesn't
it makes
go all
it
the way
so
down.
the propeller wouldn't go all the way straight down.
No, because if it goes straight down, the propeller on the torpedo is just going to push it straight into the ground.
Okay.
Yeah.
So they very much planned, and they had spies.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, for them to know that, like,
you gotta have some.
They had spies, actual spies. And so, anyway, so they trained for all of this. And veteran Japanese pilots, they trained intensively for this moment. They came in 2 waves that morning. The first wave formed up in the pre-dawn dark and then swept southward toward Oahu. Shortly after 7 a.m., these planes approached land. There were a few scattered warning signs, but each failed to trigger action. On Oahu's north shore, an Army radar station detected a large blip at 7:02 a.m.
Yeah, I was like, how good was the radar that shit?
It was just like a big blob.
You're like, what the fuck is that?
Yeah, what is that?
Yeah.
It's nothing. Go back to sleep, Steve.
Hey, Steve, come look at this.
Look like a blip to you?
Yeah. Yeah, that's strange.
Wake up, Steve.
Hey, Steve, I'm still wasted from last night.
Apparently, they were novice operators.
Of
and
course.
they were astonished at the unusually big echo. They phoned in the report. Unfortunately, the junior officer on duty assumed it might be a flight of American B-17 bombers due in from the mainland.
Wouldn't you have wouldn't they have radioed in yo, homies, we're coming in hot?
He told them, don't worry about it.
See, this is we've already had there's already been 6 coincidences.
Yeah.
So far.
We're past the conspiracy level.
It's literally, we're ultimate conspiracy.
So apparently the new radar technology was not fully trusted, and so they falsely assumed that they shouldn't raise the alarm because it could be anything.
This new thing that actually detects shit is fucking bullshit.
Don't trust it.
Don't trust this. Don't trust this technology will save our lives.
So I can see it with my own eyes.
I know. It's that doesn't look like a fucking plane to me. It's circular.
15 minutes earlier, actually, the USS Ward, a destroyer on patrol at the mouth of Pearl Harbor, spotted and engaged with an enemy midget sub trying to sneak into the harbor.
Can you say that?
A small person sub.
Yeah. Are you going to get canceled, Eric?
Maybe.
That's actually fucking hilarious. Can you say that?
God damn.
He's just itching to say
I
it.
can't wait. Just pull the finger on the trigger. Just ready to pull.
So the Ward opened fire and sank that midget sub. And that was technically the first American shots in World War II.
Didn't they radio the base yo, we just sank a sub. There's a sub here. Put the nets up.
They promptly sent a message up the chain of command about the incident. But by the time the warning was processed, relayed, dozens of minutes had gone by and the attack already began.
It's got to get fucking processed. This isn't like a fucking TPS report.
I mean, it's I don't think
sub.
I don't think
that sub.
We also got to know that tech would then go you send the message, then the message is typed
to the switchboard operator,
and then it's typed, and then a runner, and the runner goes, "Where's the commander?"
He's a
commander's sleeping.
Yeah.
He's like, I don't want to get fucking.
Or
ring him up.
then it gets to them, but it's 7:15, and it's 15 minutes past when they were
a long
already
ass
attacked.
time when you're at war.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
These missed signals, the submarine engagement, and the radar sighting were crucial tactical warnings that, had they been acted upon, it would have at least gave them 15 to 20 minutes of prep.
It almost seems like the Japanese were trying to get caught. Why send the midget sub in?
Yeah.
That. What was that going to do?
Yeah.
Get that thing out of there. Point. Why even send that sub in?
It almost seems like
catch us, stop us, please.
It almost seems like a recon sub,
right?
To go, okay, this is all the ships that
small,
are here.
So that maybe it's so small that maybe we'll show up on sonar or some shit. I don't know.
I'm assuming the spies,
like a decoy, maybe.
Yeah.
I'm assuming, look at this. Yeah.
I'm assuming back in that time, the spies probably had photos that were a couple days old.
Oh, so it's like you're operating off of a
little bit older data, and so you might go, okay, we need to know what ships are there.
Okay, that makes sense.
I mean, I guess
that checks out.
If you think about it, you have old photography.
Yeah, this footage you got was 3 weeks ago.
Yes, and then how do you get the photos there?
No, you don't. They don't have drones back then. They can't have a drone that's in the stratosphere, taking HD fucking 1080p quality.
Carrier pigeon from Pearl Harbor to Tokyo. Fuck, how long would that take? God damn it. Jesus.
Is that Western Union here yet? God damn it. The ships.
Pearl Harbor remained blissfully unaware of the approaching danger until it was too late. On the Japanese side, Commander Fuchida led the first wave attack formation. As they reached Oahu, the Japanese pilots could see the island's mountains and the harbor coming into view. It was shortly before 7:55 a.m. when Fuchida gave the final order attack, sending the coded radio signal, Tora, Tora, Tora.
What the fuck does that mean?
That means in Japanese, tiger, tiger, tiger.
Oh, shit.
And that was the code.
That was like the go sign?
That was the go. Okay. Like, we're going to do this, And it was a prearranged phrase meaning that complete surprise had been achieved.
First of all, how do they know that's what this motherfucker said? That's what I want to know.
I think it's from reports from Japanese side.
Oh, that's right. Because I've actually seen interviews with the survivors from the Japanese side. Okay.
At that moment, the serene Hawaiian morning was shattered by aircraft engines and the whistle of falling bombs. The first targets were the airfields and the warships that were moored in Pearl Harbor. Dive bombers and fighters swooped low over the air bases at Hickam Field, Wheeler Field, and others, strafing and bombing rows of parked U.S. planes. Huge eruptions of smoke and flame rose from hangars and flight lines as American planes lined up vulnerably wing to wing were destroyed on the ground. At Hickam Field, a mess hall took a direct hit, killing 35 men eating breakfast.
Oh my God, that's the worst.
Aircraft were bursting into flames on the runways, and pilots racing to their planes were caught in machine gun fire from the Japanese Zeros sweeping overhead.
Shit.
Dude.
Simultaneous to this, torpedo bombers skimmed just above the wave tops into Pearl Harbor itself. Torpedoes detached from their bellies and sped through the harbor water toward the battleships lined up along Ford Island.
I mean, dude, do you imagine, I can see myself personally in like a home defense situation, not having any hesitation, like fucking no question, you're getting put down.
Yeah.
But like
chaos.
I can't imagine.
Oh yeah, it's
like
total chaos.
Being in a plane, I'm like, I'm gonna drop this bomb, and like the tens of people are gonna die.
Yeah.
Like I can't.
And if you hit right,
it could be hundreds. Like, God, it's got to be such a moral conundrum.
Yeah.
Like, how do you fucking? Oh,
how do you build up to that?
I know. How can you be like? I don't know if I can press it. It's just like, oh my God, like fuck. Like it's so intense. Like I can't imagine being in that situation.
You have to be so behind the cause, or do you not?
Well, no, you. That's why. That's why I said that.
Yeah.
You know, we were talking about everyone thinks that they're the victors of the right one. Like you have to hype yourself up because inherently, I don't think people want to kill other people. So you have to like convince yourself that this is the only choice you have.
Right.
I have a hard time.
Yeah, it's like you're
coming
saying
to grips with that
and purpose. Like, I mean, if you're
that's what I'm saying.
A soldier, like that's your purpose.
Yeah,
that's what I'm saying. In like a home defense situation, easy.
Yeah,
easy. That's an easy thing.
Yeah,
and I guess we're
getting you
facing,
shotgun.
You're facing off to soldiers.
I mean, that might
it's a little
help you justify it.
No, I'm saying
you're right.
Well, he's also saying like these guys like they signed up for this, and like I think you're like if you like volunteered to be like in the military, like you're already like okay, like I
the possibility.
I know what could happen, and like I'm gonna do what I have to do. And I've already decided that I can do what I have to do,
especially at that time.
Yeah, there's a world war going on. That's why I'd be like,
you're not going to protect your home.
I'm going for
kind of.
I'd be going into like administration. I'm like an administration kind of guy. That's what I'd be like.
Typist.
You're an Air Force guy.
I'm like you're an Air Force guy. Sound like panic.
Yeah, I know.
So at 7:55 a.m., the torpedoes and bombs found their marks. The quiet of Battleship Row was obliterated by the thunderous crash of metal, water, and fire. On the USS Oklahoma, sailors felt a massive jolt as multiple torpedoes slammed into her port side. Within minutes, the Oklahoma began listing dangerously. And listing is
it's like
basically
like swaying,
chaotically tipping.
Yeah.
Essentially, yeah. Water poured in and she rolled over, capsizing in the harbor with over 400 of her crew trapped inside. Nearby, USS West Virginia was hit by torpedoes as well, sinking into the shallow mud. And this is what's crazy about Pearl Harbor is that it's so shallow that at some parts the boats tipped over and they're still out of the water.
Yeah, because like they can't.
It's not even that
and
deep.
These ships are huge.
Yeah,
it's not like the fucking. It's not like a little schooner.
Yeah.
It's a massive ship.
The USS California alone at the southern end of the row was also struck and started settling. Then came one of the most cataclysmic moments of the attack. A high-altitude bomber released a 1,700-pound armor-piercing bomb over the Arizona. The bomb penetrated the Arizona's forward deck and plunged deep into her forward ammunition magazines. So an explosion upon an explosion upon an explosion.
So what those bombs do? It's almost like a bunker buster type bomb where it doesn't blow up on impact. It's meant to go into it That's
And
why
then
it's
it
like it
blows up.
penetrates and it blows
Yeah.
up inside.
Yeah. And so it also hit the ammunition.
Which is like the worst possible situation.
At about 8:10 a.m., the Arizona exploded into a gigantic fireball that ripped the ship apart. A colossal column of black smoke and flames shot into the sky as the battleship's bow was utterly devastated.
Can you imagine like how loud that would be?
And
Like,
just,
oh my God.
You know, sometimes I think about it, and when I'm like reviewing this stuff and, you know, looking into the harbor and seeing
this chaos,
the absolute chaos, and then this big, huge explosion.
Mushroom
You know what I mean?
cloud.
Yes.
Like a mushroom cloud.
Absolute chaos. The explosion was so violent, it lifted the 32,000-ton Arizona out of the water momentarily because of the violent explosion.
32,000 ton? Holy shit.
More than 1,000 men died instantly,
That's so sad. Fuck.
including many who had been sleeping in their bunks and they just weren't even awake. It was just instantaneous death. Witnesses across the harbor felt the heat and shockwave of the eruption. So even on the land, they felt the heat.
Oh, for sure. 100%.
Burning fuel oil from the ruptured tanks turned the water around the ship into this fury.
Almost like napalm.
Yes,
like
almost
fucking,
like a end of the world where the entire harbor is on fire.
Yeah.
Yeah. One stunned sailor watching the destruction remarked, "It looked like hell on earth."
Oh my God.
All around Pearl Harbor, chaos and heroism unfolded side by side because servicemen were then jolted awake by explosions, and they literally just imagine you had a night out.
You're like fucking hungover.
Yeah. And then you're jolted awake, and then you have to snap into your job.
Yeah.
They're trained. So it's not like a...
Yeah, it's not like me. And I'm like,
Yeah,
oh,
what do I do?
what's
Yes.
happening?
They're actually like trained. And so then they scramble to where they needed to be.
Where are the ammo
their
bins?
station.
Yeah, they're battle stations. But they were half clothed.
Yeah,
because
they're
they were
half
like...
clothed, but then they're not even fully prepared. It's like you go into like, oh, I'm gonna go in the anti-aircraft gun. There's no ammo.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
just run to the ammo crates.
Yeah, and here's a couple really cool stories that are it was a devastation and a disaster, yeah? But there are a couple cool
like heroism
stories, yeah. Officers directed defenses from exposed decks. Sailors dove into oily, burning water to rescue their friends. And even untrained personnel took up weapons to fight back. A notable hero was Doris or Dory Miller. And this was portrayed by Cuba Gooding Jr. in Pearl Harbor, in the movie.
with Josh Hartnett.
He was a cook.
Yeah.
And this is a true
I
story.
remember him on the gunner.
Yeah.
Looking,
So this is actually a true story. He had no training.
At all.
No training at all.
Cook food.
But in the heat of the battle, he noticed a 50 caliber anti-aircraft was unmanned.
So they actually showed that in the movie?
Yeah, he literally jumped on it. And despite the chaos and his ship already heavily damaged, he fucking took down some planes fighting back.
What a legend.
And he was awarded the Navy Cross, and he was the first African-American to ever receive the Navy Cross.
Oh, dude, what a fucking boss.
Yeah. The Japanese first wave pilots, meanwhile, were executing their runs with precision, but not according to their plans.
Well, yeah, everything goes out the window when like shit's like fucking it's just like like all hell's breaking loose.
This was a cool part that I found in this research was that the timing of the assault was a mistake.
How so?
So, they timed it at exactly sunrise.
Oh yeah, they're supposed to be like because it's like you can't see shit. It's like you can't see the planes coming in.
And so the Japanese, they didn't anticipate which direction the fighter pilots would be facing.
Oh, they were the headwind and
the
like
sun.
Oh shit! So it's like easier to see.
So they were blind.
Oh shit!
So their hit rate was extremely low.
Oh wow! Thank God.
Remember how many planes they had? Like
130.
They did. Their hit rate was so fucking low in comparison.
Because they're blind.
They're blind. Yeah. So it was a
they didn't
major
have like fucking Ray-Bans back then.
Yes, it was a major strategic mistake. Was at sunrise and turning southern and then going towards the sun.
Yeah.
It was just it was a very interesting. Like,
I mean, that's like
we could have lost twice as many people. I think.
No, but there's the thing is like that's like strategic planning. It's like like who would have thought to take that into account?
Yeah. There was one bomber, and this is part of the witness, a Japanese dive bomber. His name was Zenji Abe. He had been briefed that his target would be Battleship Pennsylvania, which that morning was actually in dry dock.
So it's like on land.
So there was Battleship Row, and then over here was dry dock. So it was moved the day before, and in dry dock they lift it out of the water so they can get under it.
Yeah, so you can't torpedo that shit.
So it's not touching water. That's why it's called dry dock. Anyways, so that was his target, but he said the glare made it hard to figure out what ship was his target.
He's like, no idea.
He had no idea. In later recollections, some Japanese pilots admitted the sun was in their eyes during the approach. And, they drilled relentlessly, but the sun created such an inconvenience that they missed so much. And they were actually reprimanded when they got back.
Oh, wow.
Having such a low hit target.
Like, bro, what do you want me to do? I can't see shit.
By 8 a.m., American defenders were finally starting to react, though in a disorganized fashion. Sailors ran to their stations, began firing the anti-aircraft guns wherever ammunition could be found. In the harbor, a few brave souls managed to get on some of those. A handful of U.S. fighter pilots finally were able to get airborne. Lieutenants George Welch and Kenneth Taylor, who had been at a nearby airfield, they jumped into P-40 Warhawk fighters and took off under fire in the takeoff. And this was also depicted in Pearl Harbor.
Yeah, by Josh Hartnett.
Where they barely made it out and they were being shot. Yeah. They engaged the enemy in furious dogfights, shooting down several Japanese planes, and they were the only air-to-air responses that they could mount.
2 dudes. Well, that's right. All the planes were fucking tip to tip.
And remember, they went and hit the airfields.
Yeah.
Right.
True.
So it was part of their.
Well, the first thing you're going to do is take out the response.
Yes.
That the main response is going to be air to air, and they're going to be
So it gave them even more.
And I
time.
think we had superior aircraft.
Yeah.
At the time, so it's you got to take out that.
Actually, Actually, believe it or not, the Japanese Zeros were the superior.
Oh, they were.
Aircraft.
Really? Interesting.
We had
this is back in the day. This was before the defense budget.
Our Navy fleet was more advanced, but their aircraft
were better.
Were more nimble,
maneuverable.
Yeah, whatever. Yeah.
Agile,
now we got those.
Agile,
now we got those
yes.
F-22
Yes.
Raptors,
Yeah.
baby. You can't find
Now we got that alien technology.
yeah, dude, we got that 5th gen. You ain't ready.
Eric loves that.
When was Area 51 again? When was that?
1942.
No, I think it was 1950 something, wasn't it?
I have no
Was it
idea.
Area 51?
I literally don't know.
That's when we got the new tech.
Yeah, that's
After the war.
Yeah, look at
That's
that.
what they want you to think.
I know. It's question everything, Eric.
Roughly 15 minutes after the first wave began, the second wave swept in. This second wave comprised of another 167 aircraft.
Jesus.
And they targeted what remained of the aerial and naval infrastructure. They bombed shipyards, any other planes that were on the ground, anti-aircraft batteries, and they sought out the remaining ships that were not burning. So their job was, you see a ship that's
It's a
on
clean
fire.
up. Yeah, you're cleaning
Yeah,
up.
you're doing it. Yeah. The USS Nevada, the only battleship to get underway during the attack. So they were the only ones who were like,
Get out of there.
go, get.
Yeah, all ahead full.
Yes, yeah. They attempted to steam out of the harbor, trying to make a run for open sea.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She became an immediate target for the second wave.
Oh, no.
Dive bombers trying to sink her in the channel to block the exit. Under heavy attack and hit by bombs, the Nevada's crew wisely beached the ship themselves.
Oh, they just ran it
into the beach, and in an effort to avoid sinking and obstructing the harbor for other ships to leave.
Wow, that's a heads up fucking play right
Right?
there. Jesus.
Yeah. Other ships like the cruiser Helena, destroyer Shaw, and repair ship Vessel were also struck. The vessel's captain famously was blown off the ship from a bomb blast landing in the water, and upon swimming back, said, "Get back to work."
Dude,
it's a famous story.
Fucking
Like,
bomb.
like he was
Homie's
bombed
literally
out.
it's like what's that movie? A Long Kiss Goodnight, where like Samuel Jackson gets like blown out and then like lands in a tree and like somehow still alive.
By 9:45 a.m., the air raid was finally over. The Japanese attackers, having inflicted as much damage as they could in 2 waves, withdrew to return to their carriers that were north of Hawaii. In the span of less than 2 hours, Pearl Harbor had been transformed from a peaceful harbor into a smoldering scene of devastation. The toll was catastrophic. The U.S. Pacific Fleet was dealt a heavy blow. 8 battleships were damaged or fully destroyed. 4 of them sunk.
Jeez.
Every battleship on Battleship Row, Arizona, Oklahoma, West Virginia, California, Nevada, Tennessee, Maryland, and Pennsylvania had taken hits. 3 cruisers and 3 destroyers were also badly damaged or sunk. On the airfields, the toll was similar. The U.S. Army, Air Forces, and Navy lost 200 aircraft.
Damn.
Either destroyed outright or damaged beyond economical repair. The human cost was even more heart-wrenching. In the attack, a total of 2,403 Americans were killed.
Jesus.
1,178 were wounded.
Dude, that's fucking wild.
The Navy and Marine Corps bore the brunt of the fatalities, with the Arizona's dead accounting for almost half of all people killed.
Oh, so that just on that ship.
Just on that ship. Yeah.
That's the one that got that bomb.
The armor piercing one that fucking went through and blew up and hit the ammo.
Yeah. And you know, we'll get into it later, but there was also a lot of people trapped.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah.
You're in a
underneath
ship.
it, and there's a little bubble of air.
It's like the Titanic.
Yeah.
It's like you're literally like
What's really wild too, and I really, really do want to go there one day, is the memorial for Pearl Harbor is in the water. And they built it around the Arizona.
Oh wow! So the ship, that's fucking crazy.
And they left
it there.
I mean, they got all the bodies out. Yeah, that sort of thing. Anyways, amid the horrific destruction of that morning, there were a few silver linings for the U.S. Pacific Fleet. Notably, the Japanese had failed to destroy crucial targets. All 3 U.S. Pacific Fleet aircraft carriers, Enterprise, Lexington, and Saratoga, were by chance not in Pearl Harbor that day. They were at sea.
And those are the big boys, dude. Those are like the main assets.
Yeah. And at that time, those were the big things on Earth. Technologically.
Oh, no, they were the single most advanced piece of technology, the military technology that we had.
Yes. And so none of them were there. Idiots.
Well, it's also like, well, they say it's like, information, like what wins wars is information. Like, and the speed of information back in, the early 40s was like, it was ancient. Like I said, they're operating off of like, a month old intel. Yeah. But that's the best that you had at the time.
Right. Yeah. Additionally, Pearl Harbor had vital infrastructure that the Japanese just missed. They had massive fuel storage tanks, the Navy Yard repair facilities, and a submarine base was just untouched.
Oh, shit. Thank God for the sun.
Yeah. The Japanese task force commander, Admiral Nagumo, famously elected to withdraw after the second wave rather than risk a third wave attack against those facilities, worried about American counterattacks. This decision would come back to haunt Japan because those untouched oil tank farms and repair yards meant that Pearl Harbor could repair everything. And they did.
Yeah, you made that's like a bad snap decision.
You know what I mean? Yeah. Within months, several damaged battleships were raised, repaired, and sent out to sea for World War II. For the Japanese strike force, losses on December 7th were comparatively light. Of the roughly 354 planes that took part on the attack, Japan only lost 29.
That's like 0.
They about 130 Japanese airmen and sailors were killed, including the crew of the 5
on the
submarine.
The midget sub.
Yeah.
I'll say it.
I can't say the other one, but you could say that one?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, you can get away with that one.
The thing is, I don't think midget's derogatory. I don't like. When was that derogatory? Like,
Well, what do you?
Who's ever been like fucking midgets?
This is why
nobody.
Yes,
no one's
that's
ever
not
said
true.
that.
Not nobody.
No, this is why we need people. We need people who are those people on the show.
Dude, bring them on.
We need a Japanese.
So when we want to say a word, we just like bring we bring on a guest.
We got an expert here.
Yeah.
we brought an expert.
Do they have to? They have to be 51% that, right?
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, that would qualify.
Are you like 51% midget? Doesn't make any sense.
It's like 5'1".
Honestly, but I think dwarf is more derogatory.
Many Japanese pilots returned to their carriers elated at what they thought was an apparent success. They had achieved complete surprise and thought they dealt a heavy blow. As they celebrated on the flight decks, however, a few voices in Japan's leadership wondered if they had truly knocked America out or if they had awoken a foe.
Yeah, awoken the worst
We're
foe.
down, but not out.
The single worst foe you could have awoken.
Here's a famous quote, and it's debated on whether or not this is true, but this is the quote from Admiral Yamamoto.
Oh, God, I love that.
I fear all we have done is to awaken a sleeping giant and fill him with a terrible resolve.
Oh, God. I was really...
The American World War II vengeance.
I wish he would have said like awoken a sleeping dragon. That would have been way more.
Oh, that would have been cool.
Yeah. Oh, awoken a sleeping dragon. Oh, yes.
But to be fair, it does sound like an American Hollywood script would write that.
It really,
right?
It
like
really
it does. Right? Like it.
Yeah, like
yeah,
Stanley.
Like we are
Stanley Kubrick.
Yes, yeah. It makes us look fucking awesome.
I know it does.
That quote from the Pearl Harbor Josh Hartman movie.
Ben Affleck.
Ben Affleck said like or overheard that.
He's like, what if Yamamoto said this? Like.
The attack on Pearl Harbor stunned the American people and had an immediate dramatic consequence. News of this sneak attack, a phrase that would quickly hold, spread across radio bulletins. Many Americans initially could not believe it. One anecdote from a dinner party in New York described guests, upon hearing the news, they thought it was a hoax or some sort of exaggeration because they had been assured that Pearl Harbor was a fortress. Reality sank in and shock turned into fury and resolve. Isolationism evaporated overnight.
Oh yeah. The people were like enlisting.
It was the thing that made it so everybody who was like, oh, we shouldn't be part of this war. We shouldn't get involved. Everybody was on board.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't want to say it's similar to 9/11. It's not. Very different. But it's very similar in the sense
in that regard, yeah.
If you remember right after 9/11.
Oh, there was like such a unification.
Even myself.
Yeah, everyone was like.
Even myself was like.
You know, every house had an American flag on the front. Like,
yes.
Oh, yeah.
Everyone was like
let's
fucking,
go after whoever did this.
Yeah, it's like,
let's do this. Let's go, you know. The very next day, December 8th, 1941, President Roosevelt addressed a joint session of Congress, and he said, December 7th.
December 7th. You need the voice?
1941.
A day which will live in infamy.
Which will live in infamy. The Empire of Japan has deliberately and intentionally attacked Pearl Harbor.
I feel like they should cast you as if to give you a nice rug. Put a nice
wheelchair.
Put a nice rug on you. Yeah, fuck yeah.
You should just play the audio here.
Yeah, I know we should.
We should.
Yesterday, December 7th, 1941, a date which will live in infamy. The United States of America was suddenly and deliberately attacked by naval and air forces of the Empire of Japan. The United States was at peace with that nation, and at the solicitation of Japan, was still in conversation with its government and its emperor, looking toward the maintenance of peace in the Pacific. Indeed, 1 hour after Japanese air squadrons had commenced bombing in the American island of Oahu, the Japanese ambassador to the United States and his colleague delivered to our Secretary of State a formal reply to a recent American message. And while this reply stated that it seemed useless to continue the existing diplomatic negotiations, it contained no threat or hint of war or of armed attack. It will be recorded that the distance of Hawaii from Japan makes it obvious that the attack was deliberately planned many days or even weeks ago. During the intervening time, the Japanese government has deliberately sought to deceive the United States by false statements and expressions of hope for continued peace. The attack yesterday on the Hawaiian Islands has caused severe damage to American naval and military forces. I regret to tell you that very many American lives have been lost. In addition, American ships have been reported torpedoed on the high seas between San Francisco and Honolulu. Yesterday, the Japanese government also launched an attack against Malaya. Last night, Japanese forces attacked Hong Kong. Last night, Japanese forces attacked Guam. Last night, Japanese forces attacked the Philippine Islands. Last night, the Japanese attacked Wake Island. And this morning, the Japanese attacked Midway Island. Japan has therefore undertaken a surprise offensive extending throughout the Pacific area. The facts of yesterday and today speak for themselves. The people of the United States have already formed their opinions and well understand the implications to the very life and safety of our nation. As Commander-in-Chief of the Army and Navy, I have directed that all measures be taken for our defense, but always will our whole nation remember the character of the onslaught against us. No matter how long it may take us to overcome this premeditated invasion, the American people in their righteous might will win through to absolute victory.
You don't technically need this car. You say that out loud to yourself. You say, I have no space. You say, I'm just looking. Then you click. Then you zoom in on photo number 87 and whisper, oh no. Then you text a friend, the one who always enables you. You say to yourself, this is the last one, knowing it is not. You don't need this car. But maybe, just maybe, this car needs you. Bring a trailer. It's never just a car.
This is a real good story about Bronx and his dad, Ryan, real United Airlines customers.
We were returning home, and one of the flight attendants asked Bronx if he wanted to see the flight deck and meet Captain Andrew.
I got to sit in the driver's seat.
I grew up in an aviation family, and seeing Bronx kind of reminded me of myself when I was that age.
That's Andrew, a real United pilot.
These small interactions can shape a kid's future.
It felt like I was the captain.
Allowing my son to see the flight deck will stick with us forever.
That's how good leads the way.
firmly believe that I interpret the will of the Congress and of the people when I assert that we will not only defend ourselves to the uttermost, but will make it very certain that this form of treachery shall never again endanger us. Hostilities exist. There is no blinking at the fact that our people, our territory, and our interests are in grave danger. With confidence in our armed forces, with the unbounding determination of our people, we will gain the inevitable triumph. So help us God. I ask that the Congress declare that since the unprovoked and dastardly attack by Japan on Sunday, December 7th, 1941, a state of war has existed between the United States and the Japanese Empire.
The speech is incredible.
It's actually an incredible speech.
Usually Roosevelt's very like calm, reserved. All his speeches are
He
very
was hype on this one.
yeah, and this one was
passionate.
Yeah, and it goes down as, I mean, top 5 speeches in American history.
Yeah, I mean, when I get older,
Gettysburg. Fear not what do you know? Fear the greatest fear yourself. What I don't know. JFK's speech.
Yeah. Fear not what your country can do for you.
Yeah,
it's not even fear. It's not fear, is it?
No,
Fear, not a fear,
we're mixing.
Yeah, we are.
Speeches. Yeah.
No, if I become a high school football coach, like we're down at halftime, I'm ripping off. I'm ripping off a little Roosevelt fucking like speech.
The normally calm FDR spoke with righteous anger. He described the devastation and the treachery of an unprovoked attack launched while Japan's diplomats were still talking of peace. This is what's the fucked up part.
They were still like in the
Yeah. Congress swiftly and almost unanimously voted for a declaration of war against Japan, and the United States had entered World War II. The following day, Nazi Germany declared war on the United States. Woo!
Wait, why is that though? Like, I don't get that part. I don't remember.
They were allied
with Japan.
Yeah. And
True.
There's a lot that goes into it, but essentially they were wanting a reason.
Yeah.
Yeah, they needed an end.
Yeah. You know, they were ready.
They wanted everything. They wanted to take it all.
Yeah. And they knew they would have to face America.
Of course.
You know.
America wouldn't let, because then that fucks up our trade shit. And that's what like we're focused on is like how are we gonna be cool?
Yeah. So in the next episode, we're gonna go over the aftermath of Pearl Harbor. And then we're also going to go over certain reports that were given before Pearl Harbor.
Yes.
What reports, what they said, who they were sent to, and then kind of establish whether or not A, they knew about it, B, did they knowingly not act? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And that's the fucked up part. Like,
It's
have you ever
the omission?
like you see something bad happening, and you do nothing.
Dude, there was a story that this recently came out. There's this guy, I think this was in Chicago. He literally lit a woman on fire, like in the subway. Like,
Jeez,
lit a woman on fire, and no one did shit. And eventually, she fucking is like on fire, like legit on fire. Like, homie poured gasoline on her and lit her on fire, and then no one did anything. And then finally, after she's like running out, like trying to get help and trying to put herself out, 2 people finally help her put the fire out.
That's
but I'm like,
fucked up.
How can you not? How can you literally watch a human being who's on fire?
Yeah.
And just do nothing.
Yeah.
Like you can't like do nothing?
Yeah.
Like
those are the tough choices sometimes.
How was
like,
it a tough fucking
No,
choice?
not the one on
put
the
the
not
person
the,
on fire
I don't mean the No,
these
I
are the
don't.
tough choices.
I don't mean the person on fire in the subway. I mean like seeing something and then acting, even though you know what I mean. Like
I understand.
I don't know. You know,
No, it's
everyone's-
like another example like that. The girl that got stabbed in the bus.
Yeah,
remember
everyone
that?
just watched it happen.
Just
or in the
and
train.
they did
or
not.
whatever.
They just
Yeah.
gotta like stand away.
Yeah, everyone just watched it happen. Like
I know, but if you jump in there, like.
No, but like, how do you?
Yeah,
know?
but
Let's be
how do you-
honest. Let's
if
be
somebody-
full fucking honest.
I'll be honest.
If somebody
Okay.
is doing that in a bus, like you gotta
If
fucking
you're
try to do
jumping in-
something.
Dude, if it's a knife, I'm jumping in. If it's a gun,
Yes.
if it's a
Yeah.
gun, I'm not.
You're not.
Yeah.
It's a gun, I'm not, because he can just shoot me.
Yeah.
A knife, I'm.
Yeah.
I would be more resolved to do that
Right.
if it was a knife, but a gun, I'm gonna have back off.
Mm-hmm.
Like,
Well, I do wonder though, in this scenario, because there's a lot of politics involved, and you have to get everybody behind going to war.
yeah, that's the
And
thing.
And the war is not on your continent.
Mm.
And you also have legislation that is prohibitive
Yes.
of you going to war.
So then, the
true.
question becomes, because you even made fun of it earlier, which is us getting involved in foreign wars.
Yeah, we do that all the time.
But at that time, like now we think of World War II as a heroic good against evil, and we all had to stand up against it. But at the time, it was a foreign war.
Yeah, we're like, it's not our problem.
Yeah, exactly.
It's not our fucking problem.
So some conspiracy theorists believe that one of the reasons why nobody acted was because this was the spark that would get us into the war.
That's
Right,
right. That's honestly what I believe.
That's what you believe. Yeah.
Which you kind of touched on similarities of 9/11. And
Yes.
you know, there's that whole thing of like
Yeah.
knowing the pilots and the plan. And
Well,
then
anyways,
you also,
we still got to do that
you
episode.
also- yeah, you look at what happens afterwards. Like
Right.
the big indicator is what happens afterwards. And like obviously with 9/11, you look at the Patriot Act and that's what happens afterward.
Yeah.
Like you see these infractions and these impingements. Like how could something like 9/11 then impinges the freedoms of Americans now?
Yeah.
We're like, well, wait, what? Like this is supposedly a foreign attack against us, but now it's like I'm getting fucked more because of this. Like I don't understand how I lose.
Yeah.
How do I lose in this? So that's why you have to look at what like the repercussions down the line.
Well, we're also going to touch on in the next episode, and this is one of the biggest, truly, and I don't know if you've ever researched this, but it's one of, I know we joked about Japanese and stuff like that, but it's one of the biggest things that America has done wrong, in my opinion, which is the treatment of Japanese Americans.
Oh, for sure.
After this happened.
It's terrible.
Because we were terrified that everybody was a spy.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And so we
100%.
actually put Japanese Americans into camps into the U.S.
Oh, like what?
Internment camps in America.
Really?
Holy
It was
shit.
all Japanese Americans. Remember we froze Japanese assets?
Yeah, I remember that.
Just imagine you're a Japanese American and all of a sudden your bank account's frozen and you have nothing to do with anything.
You're like, bro, I have like a legit business here.
Yeah.
Like, I'm
So
American.
then after Pearl Harbor, we literally put people in camps.
How was that okay?
I know.
That's
So it's
fucked up.
one of the worst decisions I think we've made. Like, anyways.
Oh, well, then that doesn't even get into like actually dropping nukes on Japanese. Like,
Yeah.
That's-
Anyway, so there's a lot more to, I don't know, unpack on this whole thing. But
On the next episode.
in the next episode, and I don't know. It's a horrible time, but it's so weird because we've never, I don't know. I haven't lived through this sort of war scenario of going against an obvious bad guy.
Yeah.
Right? Like we had 9/11.
Yeah,
But
9/11.
still there's a vagary of bad guys.
It's very nebulous. It's
I
like
still
they're in
to this
caves.
day,
Who
I'm
are
like,
they? Like,
yeah, like who are these?
And then
it's
it
like
was
17 dudes in a cave. Like I don't understand.
it was very easy with like
Yes.
Nazi Germany. You're like, those guys.
Guys.
That right there with the stash and the thing. Like that's the guy.
I don't know. And we could be wrong and we could be naive on this, but I don't know. That's our take, I guess, or that's my take.
Yeah, that's Eric's take.
That's Eric's take. That's Eric's take. I don't know. But there you go. That's part 1 of Pearl Harbor. There's a lot more that we're going to go over in part 2. It's going to be a bit of a longer one. I think it's going to be around a 2-hour episode. But we're going to, we wanted to kick things off also on this anniversary of Pearl Harbor.
Yeah.
So I don't think there are very many veterans left.
Yeah, because I mean, this was 80 years ago.
Yeah.
So I mean, it's a long fucking time.
So there's only a couple 100-year-olds left that are still there. But shout out to you guys,
seriously,
for living through this, and then going out there and pushing through the war.
Fuck yeah,
yeah.
As always, guys, thank you so much for listening. Join the Patreon, be a part of the elite. Like, do yourself a favor.
Yeah.
Join the group that matters. The Conspiracy Podcast.
Enlist in the Patreon.
Oh God.
I'm sorry. Enlist. That was beautiful. God, no, of course you work in marketing. Enlist in the Patreon.
In the few, the proud.
Only you,
the rich people,
can save the podcast.
But we'll take a review too, guys.
Yeah,
a
review is good enough.
Give us a follow.
Or just a listen.
Yeah,
absolutely. As you're sitting in your holidays, and you want to soak in some podcasts, share our show, leave a review, follow us on Instagram, Twitter, all the good stuff. You know what I mean? Yeah.
It's X now.
TikTok.
Eric.
X, sorry.
It's X. Don't you dare say Twitter.
Yeah, Twitter. What the fuck, Eric?
We're super suppressed on X. I don't know what to tell you, dude. We have some of the fucking hilarious
We get
shit.
no love.
They get like
0 views.
Yeah.
Like literally.
They're like, fuck these guys.
No, they're like, we hate you.
Yeah.
All
right. We'll catch you next time on the Conspiracy Podcast.
Nighty night.